Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Let's try that again. Howdy. That's even getting better there. All right. Today is March 10th, 2026. It's about 10 minutes after 9. Liberty County Commissioners Court regular meeting. Let the record show that all the commissioners are here, so we do have a quorum established. And we do have business before the court today. So first item up, the pledges, and Lee, if you'd lead us in our pledge this morning, and Sheriff, if you'd lead us in our invocation, please.
Please face the American flag. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please face the Texas flag.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Pray with me, please. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you this morning, Lord, thanking you for all the blessings that you've given us, Lord. Thank you for the rain you've set our way, Lord. As we go through this meeting, Lord, I just ask that you be with the judge and the commissioners as they make decisions that will affect this county, Lord. Give them the wisdom to do the things that are right. Lord, I thank you for all the volunteers that are here, that are helping for the Child Abuse Month, Lord, and a blessing on them for the work that they do, Lord. And I hope that the word spreads throughout the community, Lord, that help people recognize the signs of abuse, Lord, that they can report it and save these children, Lord. Lord, I want to thank you for all the county employees. I thank you for the elected officials. And Lord, thank you for this last election where people have the freedom to go out and vote their choice, Lord.
Amen.
Lord, be with us. Forgive us when we fall short. In your son, Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Sheriff. We do have so many blessings to be thankful for.
Amen to that.
Amen. All righty. Well, notices and proclamations. Boy, are we going to have some fun today. We have 3 today. And first one up is the American Red Cross. Of course, this is March 2026 is American Red Cross Month. And we did have a few times that we've had to call Red Cross. They've always been here in a hurry to help us. Also, we have March 1st recognized Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month by President Reagan back in 1987. So we will be recognizing the Intellectual Development Disabilities Day as March 21st in Liberty County. And Tri-County is going to be here to help us with that one. And then we have always my favorite proclamation for Child Abuse Prevention Month, and simply because Cindy Absher's here. And that's the one time in my life I get to feel like I'm John Wayne when I stand next to Cindy. But if y'all would, let's do these one at a time, and y'all come up with me, and we'll read these proclamations, and then we'll get these presented to you. And I'm sure that the commissioner might have a chance to say thank you too, but I'll say thank you before I even get started. Thank you so much for everything. All right. American Red Cross group. Y'all come on up and visit with me a minute. Anybody here from American Red Cross? Well, we got you pretty good last meeting, so. This proclamation is whereas during American Red Cross Month in March, we celebrate the humanitarian spirit of Liberty County, Texas, and reaffirm our commitment to making sure no one faces a crisis alone. And how true is this? How many times we had to call them Red Cross? And really, we don't call them; they just show up. So it's amazing the way we have our interaction between emergency management, sheriff's department, local police departments, and then of course commissioners. That just all of a sudden they're here. One blessing. Whereas caring for one another is at the heart of our community, exemplified by the people who live in County, Texas. Whereas every day these ordinary individuals lend a helping hand to make an extraordinary difference for neighbors in need. And whereas their support Volunteerism, generous donations are critical to our community resilience. This is so true, because every time we've had a crisis, they showed up and they had a wagon load, whatever we need to help other folks out with. So therefore, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the laws of Liberty County, Texas, we hereby proclaim March 2026 as Red Cross Month. And I encourage all citizens of Liberty County to reach out and support this humanitarian mission. We accept this seal this day to this proclamation. So we'll have it ready for Red Cross when they come back again, because Lord knows they're going to be coming back again. Y'all give them a hand just for the. Next is a proclamation, and this is Tri-County, correct, Steve? Tri-County, here with us? Y'all don't be shy. Come on up here and visit with me.
Good, how are you?
Everything's a good day.
Yes.
It is. Everything's a blessing. Well, we do have a proclamation this morning, whereas the month of March was first recognized as Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month by President Ronald Reagan back in 1987, to bring awareness to the challenges people with developmental disabilities face. Whereas in 2010, Congress passed Rosa's Law, I'm sure y'all all read about it, which changed the term mental retardation to intellectual developmental disability. And whereas intellectual disability starts at any time before a child turns 18, it's characterized by the differences with both intellectual functioning or intelligence and deficits in adaptive behaviors. And whereas developmental disabilities is a broader category of physical and mental conditions inclusive of ID, which occur before age 22. Whereas Texas has more than 500,000 adults and children with ID, whereas intellectual developmental disabilities are identified by cerebral palsy, autism, spectrum disorder, Turner syndrome, Down syndrome, Fragile X syndrome, Prader-Willi syndrome. A lot of these I didn't know were inclusive, but now I do. And whereas individuals with developmental disabilities should be treated with dignity, respect, and have the opportunity to realize their full potential in school, work, or at home. So therefore, the Liberty County Commissioners Court and all the commissioners are helping to raise awareness and understanding of intellectual and developmental disabilities, and do hereby proclaim March 21st, we're almost there, we've got a few more weeks to get there, as Intellectual Developmental Disabilities Day. All the commissioners can sign, along with myself. This is beyond. While you're here, give us a little update, what's going on?
Well, on the 21st, we are going to have an IDD awareness event at our Conroe facility. So we're looking forward to that. We have sent out, what is it, about 5,000 plus invitations to people that are on the waiting list to get into our services. We stay very busy.
Now, how many locations do you have now?
Older.
Four. Can you give it a, give us some.
Huntsville contains all of the services that we offer there in Walker County. Conroe, that is our main hub where everything.
That's the newest building.
That's the newest building. Well, no, Cleveland
Cleveland
is
is,
the
yeah,
newest
that's right.
building. And that facility now contains all of our services for Cleveland area, and then we have our one here in Liberty.
Any plans for another building in Liberty anytime soon? I had to ask that.
I would love to have a big facility in Liberty and in Walker County. Finances are a bit tough. unfortunately.
We feel the same thing. I've got an auditor looking at me right there saying they are tired. So-
Extremely tired.
Well, thank y'all so much for all you do. Before we get out, everybody, let's start this in and give us your name. And you don't have to say where you live, just give us your name and your involvement.
My name's Travis LeBlanc. I work at the Conroe facility and I'm the administrator over intake services on the IDD authority side.
Hi, Nydia Garcia. I also work in Conroe and I do continuity of care, train all people into the Medicaid waiver programs.
I'm Misty Savino. I work in the Cleveland office. I'm direct care provider.
Diane Gaw, and I'm from Liberty now. Cleveland.
I'm Nicole Proctor. I work for the Liberty facility as a direct care provider. I'm Marcia. I live in Liberty County.
Kathy Foster, I'm the Director of Provider Services, and so I am over all of the different counties. We have day programs at all of the sites. And I have been with the company for years.
That's something. Thank you. That's good.
And I love each one of the sites.
Yeah.
And all of the people we serve.
Oh, what is it?
The name,
My name is Angel.
Angel.
Angel, thank you for being here, Angel. Yes, ma'am.
My name is Mildred.
Mildred, good to see you, Mildred. Thank you for being here today.
William.
William, gotcha. Thank you, William. Josh. Good deal, Josh. We got another Josh right here somewhere.
This is John, and I'm Melody, and I'm from the Cleveland office. I'm the coordinator, IDP.
I'm Cheryl Campbell. I'm from the Cleveland office, direct care provider.
Thank you for being here, Ms. Campbell.
And thank you all for having us.
Y'all get it. Yeah, thank y'all. Yes, ma'am.
They gotta get that.
Save my favorite one for last. Cindy, y'all come on down.
At least he's not gonna send his Since he's everyone's favorite.
I found somebody better than me. That's why we got kids.
Yeah, there you go.
These are Jennifer's grandchildren on spring break, so we had some new recruits. We're gonna teach them all about the community.
All right.
So we appreciate it.
Teach them how to work.
That's it.
That's it. There you go. I've been trying to do it with my grandkids. It's rough.
Yes.
Well, today is proclamation declaring April 2026 as Child Abuse Prevention Month. We do this of course every year, but this has always been one of my favorites. Well, events for recognition for y'all and all you do with it. Golly, I mean, you're everywhere. And it shows. Whereas child abuse is a major cause of preventable violence among children in Liberty County, is an ever-increasing problem in today's society. It warrants some heightened awareness among this county's population. Whereas child abuse can take the form of physical abuse, sexual abuse, or neglect. Whereas all citizens can help stop child abuse in Liberty County by being concerned about the health and safety of our neighborhood children by calling 1-800-252-5400. Now, Sheriff, I mentioned you had that number at your switching board, don't you? All you gotta do is pick the phone up and say something. And that's to report suspected child abuse. The National Child Abuse Prevention Month is a time to make their struggle our own and reaffirm a simple truth that caring for the most vulnerable in our society must always be our first concern. Whereas we commend all the agencies in Liberty County that work tirelessly to prevent child abuse, care for the victims of child abuse. So now their court meeting is all the commissioners' court, all the commissioners, well, everybody here. It's, Liberty County, Texas, and Liberty County Child Welfare Board do hereby proclaim the month of April 2026 as Child Abuse Prevention and Awareness Month. I'm sign this date. Cindy, thank you so much. I know this is not near enough to give y'all, but
Well, we volunteer from the heart. We
Yeah.
appreciate,
thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much for all y'all do. Well, y'all, tell everybody who you are. And so Lisa's taking pictures, I know. and So this is what. Didn't break the camera. Oh, boy. All right, guys, we'll start with you.
Josh Fitzgerald, I'm a member of the board of the Child Welfare.
Karen McIntosh, the board secretary. Mary Kay Hicks on finances. Cindy Asher, president of the Child Welfare Board, and I just have to add that Josh is a legacy member. His mother was also on our Child Welfare Board, and we're all volunteers.
All right. Thank you.
I'm Jennifer Reach, I'm on the board, and this is Calvin Nutsway.
Calvin, thank you for coming. It's been a week later when you got me out of school, right? We'll work on that. We'll work on that. Who are you? Wade? What's your favorite thing to do, Wade?
Oh.
You like horses and cows?
Dirt bikes.
Dirt bikes.
Dirt bikes and baseball is pretty much where we're at right now.
Free break.
Free break. I do too. All right. Cindy, thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
Very good. Don't get in the head. These held up. Move right along to item number 5 on the agenda, public comment. And Dee Dee, I didn't really have anybody sign up, but Lee, since we have this moment, can you tell us a little bit about the election and how everything went? And
Yes, sir.
I love to catch you off guard.
It went. We had the canvas on the agenda today. So we have completed the numbers for this election. We are doing the partial manual. We don't call it, what do we call it? A partial manual audit now. The Secretary of State's picked some random races and boxes, and we hand count them to compare them to the machine count to verify that the machines are calculated correctly. So that is the last thing we do, and that's in process right now. We will have a runoff in May. I think both parties. It will be, and I cannot remember what day that is, but it's the Monday before Memorial Day for 5 days, and then the day after Memorial Day, which I want to say is the 26th. I just don't have it in front of me. Will be the election day. So it's a much shorter voting period, a few less locations, but we'll be addressing that one with the commissioners probably in a couple of weeks or so. And before then, we have the May 2nd election, which is for cities and schools. We've got 12 different entities that are electing board members, as well as a bond election for Liberty ISD. So that election will be starting up in April, and will happen on May 2nd. So lots of elections happening.
Things going on.
But I really, really do want to say thank you to the poll workers and the staff that put in extremely long hours to make it all happen. It really is a huge organization of workers, and it takes a lot of teamwork, and recognize Darian for all the hours and time she put in. And I especially want to say thank you to the Commissioners Court for our beautiful how did they put big, beautiful van. We love our big, beautiful van. It has been a godsend. Thank you so much. It makes our
You've been
lives
needing that for a while. Yeah.
so much easier. So we got to use the new big, beautiful white van and put it to a lot of good use. And we look forward to using it for a lot more elections to come. But we can't thank you enough for that.
Thank you. And thank you to all your workers and everybody involved. It takes that big teamwork to make it all work together. So
Yeah,
it does.
And they're getting better and better. We've got the same group and we're adding on to it every year, and they're learning, and they're just wonderful. I mean, these people are human. They make mistakes, and we all do, but all in all, with all the laws they have to know and the work they have to do and the extreme hours they have to put in. And we have students that come in and volunteer and work the elections as well. So we have high school students that do it. It's a great program, and we're very excited. We've got a huge number of people now, well-trained and ready to do it and enjoying it. And so, it was a lot to get it back on track, but we're there.
Good deal.
And everything's working out great.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give y'all a hand for everything y'all did. That is a lot of work, and it does not go unnoticed.
Thank you.
Okay, declaring conflicts of interest, item number 6. Anybody have anything they need to declare today? Okay. We'll move on down to the consent agenda. I'm sure you've all had the opportunity to look at it. And Angela, do we have anything we need to add on today? Nothing. Ms. Harris, anything we need to add on? Nothing. Okay.
I have a question. Can somebody tell me what grandfather holiday time is? It's grandfather holiday pay. I see a retiring person, I think out of the sheriff's office, that it has about 400 hours of grandfathered holiday pay. And so I was wondering exactly what that is.
So what that means is that that person at some point before their retirement, they worked on those holidays. So they banked that holiday pay. Now we no longer.
That's comp time.
Yes, exactly. But there's a specific amount that I believe, and Miss Harris can answer that better than I can, that is paid out for those holidays that are worked. I do believe that policy has since ceased, but that person has been with the county to have banked that over a certain period.
Sheriff, how long has Sherry been with us? How long has Sherry been with us?
Judge, I believe at the deal that we had, it was over 17 years.
17.
Yes, sir.
It seemed like it's way longer than that. But
Yes, sir.
Congratulations to her. And that's her retirement. Okay.
So this will be phased out, this holiday, this particular holiday pay. So I'm assuming it's handled in a different manner.
We still have a few employees that
are grandfathered.
Yeah, I just had to ask, because, she obviously earned the money, and but I didn't know exactly what that was.
I think it was really just, it's been the sheriff's office that has had that. I don't think any other departments, I may be wrong, but it was changed when Sheriff Rader came into office.
But if you think there's only a few left, again, they're paid out at the current rate, and it wasn't accrued at that rate. And so I thought, is this a big debit on the county that comes up for a number of other folks that I'm not unaware of? Again, if I think you've explained it sufficiently and understand what we're doing here today.
All right. Anyone else?
I move that we approve consent agenda.
Motion from Greg to approve.
Turn your mic on.
Second. Oh, yeah. Little green light has to be on. Okay, there you go. Motion from Greg, second from Bruce to approve.
Second.
That's what I thought I heard. Yeah.
Thank you, Bruce.
This here's working pretty good today. All right. There's an echo. Okay. Motion from Greg, second from Bruce to approve the consent agenda as stands. And we've had discussion, so I'll call for a vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. And that motion does carry. Thank you, gentlemen. Moving on to the regular agenda, first one up for me is let's talk to the sheriff about the continuing repairs at the Liberty County Jail. Of course, when sheriff's finished, I will ask you for a motion to accept.
Yes, sir, Judge. Judge, Commissioners, thank you. The fire is work, the restoration, and the West Hall is complete except for the 2 doors that we have on order, and they still have not arrived. The HVAC system, restoration work in the West Hall is complete and it's fully operational. The subcontractor has inspected all of the exhaust fans on both the West and the East Hall and is looking to see if we need to repair or replace. He's working with Mr. Green on that. Our camera system, phase 1 is complete. We have approximately 70 cameras that were installed throughout the West Hall bookend, West Hall recreation yard, the jail lobby, the exterior perimeter. We have workstations and monitors set up in master control, east control, and the captain's office, and they're all fully operational. All the expanded metal work on the west end is complete. Doors and locks, the remaining locks that we have are in the East Hall. There's 96 single cell locks that are going to be done, and they're tentatively start to work on that the 1st of April. The fire alarm system, Siemens is supposed to be there this week, and we have Mr. Green kind of supervising to make sure that they do it right. They said it expected to do about 2 weeks, and then when that is done, that is the final component for the West Hall. We can have it inspected and with the Texas Commission on Jail Standards, and it should meet that, and we can start putting inmates in that side. We can't do anything on the East Hall until we get the inmates out of there for security reasons. When they do that, the vendors will do the high vac, the locks, the intercoms, and the fire system over there.
You know, one question, when everything is complete, will we have to wait for the commission to have one of their quarterly meetings to approve, or will it just be approved that day?
The way that it's been before, when the inspector comes and approves it, they have given us authority that they've approved it there at that meeting, but then it goes to the court. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you can go ahead and start filling it up before we go to back to Austin for whatever reason.
That's my understanding.
Okay. Just want to see. Thank you, Sheriff. Appreciate everything. What say the court?
I'll make a motion, we accept.
Motion from Gerald. Second from Greg to accept. Sheriff's. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion does carry. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Sheriff. Item number 8.2 from Mr. Gott's area, consider and approve a new assistant district attorney position to be added to the next fiscal year end budget, 9/30/27. The position will not be funded or filled until October 1st of 2026 after adoption of the new budget. And I know this has been a request by district judges to help out with the assistant district attorney, and hopefully this will get cases moving faster and faster. And the way their proposition is that we don't start till the next fiscal year. So it'd be up to y'all to find the money to fund this. And so you got 6 months. Hey, okay. Angela, you got anything you want to add?
No, you stated everything that's already in here.
Okay.
We're just going to file this in our new budget for next year. We have a notebook for that so that it doesn't get forgotten.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. All right. Let's say the court.
I guess I have a few questions. So if we get an assistant district attorney, are there any support positions that come along with that? Are there going to be new investigators necessary? Is there going to be support staff in that office to accommodate this additional district attorney?
I think that is a question best suited for the department head.
Okay.
To my knowledge, though, this was her only request to make sure we have this for next year. So if I would assume if she needed any additional people, she would have asked for those at the same time. So I don't think it's going to affect them. I think they just need this position to be available.
The other thing I have is we're 6 months away, right, from from this date. And when I look out, I look at other departments, I know our permit department needs support. We don't have inspectors to look at all this development that's coming. We're constantly having these meetings. We've got a lot of economic development coming in, and so I think the county could use an economic development coordinator along with a grant administrator where we pay money out to third parties to secure these grants. And I don't even know about the rest of the request. So for me, I would like to have all the positions that we're going to entertain for the coming budget and then rate and rank those against what our available funds are.
And aren't we under a hiring freeze for next, that's my understanding? So,
No,
I can't even get somebody during the budget meetings, much less 6 months ahead of time.
Well, I'm going to put this out there so you be cognizant of what's going on. We have to build a new jail.
Oh, I understand that.
Okay. And it's going to cost us probably $110 million.
Yes.
And we have to have debt service. As you well know, when we formulate a budget, the first thing that we take out of the budget before anything else is debt service. So if it's an $8 million price tag or a $9 million price tag per year to build a new jail, we're going to pay it. I mean, that's simple. Yeah. But what is going to be left over? Yeah, I mean, that's where we have to really sit down together and say, as my dad used to always say, can you do with a little less? And it, can we?
We probably ought to have a meeting, a workshop type meeting with all the department heads come in and present what they expect they will need, and then we will have to look at,
I don't anticipate
what's priority.
I don't anticipate anything coming from precinct 4, but just looking out at the county, I see other needs that will support all our precincts, as well. And it's not that I don't agree from the judges made that recommendation that we need it. And I'm guessing Ms. Bergman needs this additional position as well. I'd sure like to hear, what the data suggests that and why we need this and how it will benefit us.
I can't speak in her place, but I would assume that this is to get the cases moved, because we have people in other counties that are jailed with other counties. And I think the idea is put this on your list because I'm going to be, moving cases quickly. And it takes people to do that. And I think that's the idea, just getting ahead and making sure it's on our agenda.
There's certainly cost avoidance with this if we can move cases and get folks out of the jails that we're paying $85 on average a day for, and all the transportation, all the issues with that. I can see how that would benefit the county. But also, I'd like to know what this dollar figure is. What does this look like in terms of a new position? There's going to be salary and benefits associated with that, and so I'm not prepared right now to really even vote on it. But I was just saying, and I respect the fact that they're starting the process so soon, so that we don't get too far into it and say, hey, what's this surprise? This is not going to be a surprise for the Commissioners Court to entertain a little bit further down the line.
I agree.
There's no other reasoning right now to move forward to it. You couldn't hire a person for this position.
I'll make a motion that we'll table this for right now until we get more answers from Ms. Bergman on the price and stuff that she's anticipating. And if there's any more requests that goes along with this new office, as far as office space or vehicles or anything else. My motion is to table.
Okay, we have a motion to table. Do I hear a second?
I'll second the motion.
Got a motion from Bruce to table, second from Gerald. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. We slowed down on having budget discussions or budget hearings during COVID, and I'm ready to start doing those again.
Okay.
If I just have the guarantee that all the commissioners are going to be there. That's what I have to have. That
I'll
way-
guarantee my presence.
All right. Except, I mean, I just need everybody there so we can get on the same page.
Okay.
All right. All right. Item number 8.3 from Judge Fuller. Consider and approve adding a telephone to Judge Fuller's courtroom at a cost of $599.99 to be paid from the JP Technology Fund. Can we do that, Angela?
Yes, that's allowed.
A1 Telecom? It didn't say who.
Doesn't say who.
And
Is this
Nick's not here.
$5.99 a month or is this $5.99 a year?
I think just $5.99 to, here, I can let you have this one right here. We go. Unplug that and David can take it back up there. Yeah.
It's a one-time fee just to buy the phone.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
A motion from Bruce. Second from David to approve. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. And that motion does carry. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 8.4 for Mr. Brown's neck of the woods. Come on up and visit with us. Okay. Got to consider and approve overpay refunds for the following. And if you'd like to, just go down the list with us.
Sure. Want me to read them?
Yes.
All of them? Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Okay, so we have a refund for SWE Homes, account number 104925, and the amount of $2,962.89. Refund for CoreLogic Tax Service for $3,161.38, account number 167094. A refund for McDowell Rentals LLC, $3,344.88, and that is for account 167345. We've got Legacy Housing Corporation for $6,475.51, and that is for account 173245. Colony Ridge Land LLC, $3,110.02 for account 199635. First Liberty Bank, $4,490.43, and that is on account 23415. First American Homes, $3,026.77, account 258590. Tax payment processing, $5,928.22 for 284817. ConocoPhillips, $4,213.97 for 291076. McDowell Reynolds has two. One is $3,413.36 for account 47026. And then the second one is $3,668.38 for account 53937. And the last one is MC&GI LLC for $9,333.92 for account 92354.
What is going on? I've been on this court for 9 years, and I have seen more of these come up this year than the prior 9 years combined.
So the legislative changes, one of them that took effect for refunds is that we no longer have to send out a refund application and wait for them to send it back to us before we issue the refund. Refunds are automatic now. So this should be the last big group. There might be a couple stragglers that come in, over the next few months, but this should be the last group. So I think we probably did 30 maybe in the last couple commission reports. So really, last year, you would have saw those kind of spread out through the year, depending on when these different companies send us back their applications. So that's why they're kind of just all grouped together.
So in prior years, we didn't have these refunds, or
It depends. But yeah, we probably had around the same amount of refunds. It was just spread out over the year, waiting on them to send those applications. And these are just your standard overpays. Mostly it's where the actual account owner pays their taxes and then their mortgage pays it as well. I don't know how people don't know to do that, but they do it, because the taxpayer gets a statement, the mortgage gets a statement, and if the taxpayer pays it first and the mortgage pays it second, then
So there's nothing in your system that would show that it's already been paid.
it
before you
does. So,
receive it.
and we would. So like say you paid it and then your mortgage turned around and paid it. If they sent us a single check just for yours, we would send it back. But a lot of these checks are for hundreds of thousands of dollars for
I see.
lots of accounts.
I see.
And it's just not feasible for us to send back all that money and then them maybe be late.
That's the
sending it back.
CoreLogic pays.
Yes, stuff like that. That's correct.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion from Bruce. Second from David. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. And that motion does pass. Thank you. Good explanation.
Thank you.
Very
I have
good.
2 more.
You sure do. Don't think we're gonna let you get out of here. 8.5, discuss and take action regarding request for Liberty Capstone Properties for a grant payment of $9,000 for taxes paid for tax year 2025 in accordance with the 381 agreement between Liberty County and Liberty Capstone Properties LLC. And if you would give us some discussion on that, but also how many of these are going to be left before our agreement terminates?
Okay, let's see. I wasn't really 100% prepared to come do this.
That's okay.
I'm not sure if you guys have that in y'all's packet, because I don't have that. I do know it's an agreement that was made, between the county. I know that each year it decreases, but I don't have that scale.
Okay.
I wasn't given that.
We'll catch up with you on that one then. Okay. And y'all know what this one's for, right? The clinic.
Was it the clinic?
Yeah. Of course, there is the 381 with the county and the 380 with the city as well. So we're joined together on those two, with those two entities. So that's okay.
Judge, give
Yes,
me a
ma'am.
second. I'm looking that up for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to say it's been about 5 years that it's been in effect.
Yeah.
It's 6 years and it will end in 2028.
Thank you. Okay, well, this is the 6th year, right? Okay.
And this is a grant?
No, the 6th year is 2028.
2028. Okay. All right.
So 381.
Yeah.
381. Okay.
So it goes away in two
Okay.
more seasons. Okay.
All right.
All right. So what's
Make a
in the
motion
court?
to approve.
Second.
Motion from Bruce. Second from Greg. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen.
And,
Not like it, but it's the
and
agreement we went into.
well,
Yeah.
just so the court is aware, over the 6 years, it amounts to about $50,000 in total.
Item number 8.6, also from Mr. Brown's department, consider, discuss and take action regarding a request for payment of 100% abatement for 2025 Liberty County property taxes for PID number 283137, Liberty County Solar Project LLC, in the amount of $613,759.15. Okay, I believe we had to get the 15 down on the last, for sure. And Catherine, you have anything you want to add to this?
Judge, I would say that this was on court at the last meeting and it was tabled. I do believe Mr. Kimbrough with Bickerstaff, our outside counsel, is on the line. He is the lead attorney that handled this agreement with Liberty County Solar. Chuck, can you hear me?
Kyle, is he in the meeting?
The only other person that's in here, is someone with a phone number. So-
That is, if it's a 512 number, it's Chuck.
Yeah, 1512.
Yes.
Can you admit him and turn him on?
I mean, he's in. I can't turn his mic on. I can ask him to, I guess.
He says he's in.
Can you hear us?
Chuck.
So Captain, correct me if I'm wrong, whether we like it or not, this is something that we voted on and approved. And we got the land for the right of way.
That is correct. That is correct.
I mean, we can sit here and talk with these attorneys all we until we're green in the face, but
You're not wrong. He is in, he can hear us, and he is not muted, he says.
can we make a motion to approve?
Yes, you can. Remember, this is, this PID was a 5-year agreement.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the first payment out of the 5 years. Okay.
But
It
we,
was
like
just
I said,
inadvertently left,
yeah.
not accounted for in the budget cycle.
Well, we
We're
had to-
returning the money that we collected to
Correct.
them. We don't have any more, really any less. It was just that our budget didn't reflect this $613,000. Or it included it when it shouldn't have. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Angela?
That's correct. It was included because we did not have this turned in.
Yep.
Right.
Can't pay it if we don't have an invoice, basically. Okay. All right. So was that a motion, Bruce?
It was a motion.
Did I hear a second?
I will second it, but I'd like to hear what Mr. Kimbrough has to say about this.
Well, actually,
Is he still in?
He is. He can hear us.
Okay.
We just cannot hear him. I don't, it's gotta, I feel like it's something with our technology.
Yeah, because Zoom says he's muted. That's as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I think Richard went through this pretty thoroughly last time, and I know.
I'm gonna see if he can call me and I can put him on speakerphone. How does that work?
As long as it doesn't feedback.
Okay, here he is. I'm gonna see if I can hold him to the mic. Chuck, can you hear me?
Yeah, I beat you to it. I heard you.
Okay, perfect. Well, you are on speakerphone for the court.
Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Is Miss Chrissy Wiley in the room?
I am.
It was my understanding that Mr. Brown wasn't going to be here today, and Miss Wiley was going to do the presentation first from Tax Assessor Collector's Office. Miss Wiley, do you want to start, or you want me to just jump in?
I don't really have much to add to the packet that everyone's already seen.
Why don't you just jump in, Chuck?
Okay. May it please the court, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Fairly well.
Here,
Okay.
I think I can turn it up.
We start with the idea that there was a solar project in 2022, 2023, and the original agreement got executed on May the 4th of 2023. Now, everybody talks about this as a tax abatement, but it's really a tax rebate. The issue before you today is to identify the amount of money that the agreement shows the county is supposed to have, paid for project personal property taxes, not land taxes, but project personal property taxes, and to make sure that they paid all their taxes no matter what, which the tax assessor's collector's office has confirmed that they have, but to give back after they paid 100% of the personal property taxes, to give back pursuant to the terms of this agreement 100% of the first grant period, which is 2025, 100% of the taxes collected and paid. Okay. So the short answer is the 613,759.15 is the exact amount of money that the company was supposed to pay in personal property taxes for their project for 2025. The tax assessor's collector's office confirmed that amount was assessed, appraised, assessed, collected, and paid by the company. And now it comes time for you to decide whether to do what the agreement says and write them a check for that 613,759.15 amount pursuant to the language of the agreement. Okay. That's a short answer of what we're doing today. It's my understanding this came up before and there were questions to try to jog your memory. It's my understanding from talking to Mr. Brown that there were questions about whether what happened on this agreement. And I'm ready to talk about that. Y'all have mentioned that this is a Chapter 381 agreement. It's not technically tax abatement under 312 of the tax code. It's under the more general provisions of Chapter 381. Actually, the statute number is 381.004. And it says, the agreement says that for the grant period beginning in 2025 for 5 years, the county is obligated, if it complies with the agreement and does what it's supposed to do, the company is obligated to pay 100% of their taxes, all taxes owed, and get back in 2025, 100% of the personal property taxes that they pay. Now for year 2, 2026, it'll be the same go round, but they only get back 90% of what they pay. In year 3, 2027, they're supposed to get back only 80%. Year 4, 2028, 70%. And the final year, 2029, 60%. So this is a front-end loaded negotiation that the county did with the company to limit it to 5 years and have it on a declining balance of percentages in terms of the actual return of the paid taxes. But this is a return of taxes that they paid. In fact, the assessor collector's office shows that the taxes were paid in, I thought I wrote down the date. It was before January the 31st of 2025.
Mr. Brown explained in the last meeting that they had met the criteria that triggered this rebate. So I think we've heard this somewhat thoroughly, but we appreciate you coming on and validating the points of the 381.
Okay, well, I can tell you that there was an analysis at the end of 2024 when they gave their notice that they were operational, that they had met all of the deliverable requirements, including value of improvements and jobs and megawatts and that stuff. And all of those facts have held true at this point. Of course, the assets have been depreciated every year, but the entrance value was there, and the temporary and permanent job deliverables were there, and the megawatts were there, and we've seen nothing to indicate that that has changed. And to my knowledge, of course, I haven't been out there and looked at the property, of course, but to my knowledge, it is operational. It is generating electricity at the minimum required megawatt level.
Okay.
Now, is that it?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Chuck.
Thank you, Chuck. And Chuck, let me ask you one quick question. This check goes to Austin, correct?
Did you say their office is in Austin?
That where this check goes to.
He asked about the payment.
I want to help the county attorney's office and the tax assessor collector's office and the auditor's office and probably Miss D.T. Taylor, getting the payment over. It's my understanding we can pay with a county check, a piece of paper, a payment instrument, and you can send it by certified mail, or you can send it Federal Express if you want to. But I want to call your attention, the deadline for us to pay is close of business on Friday, March 20.
Okay.
Repeat, March 20, close of business. We ought to be able to get that handled, and I can help you with that.
Okay. Thank you, Chuck.
Thank you, Chuck. I appreciate it.
All right.
You bet. Thank you all.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, so we have a motion from Bruce, a second from Gerald to approve this. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none. Call for vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion does carry. Thank you, gentlemen.
And I did do the check request alongside already.
Okay.
You should have that already.
Yeah.
You should be good. All right, thank you.
Okay. 8-7 for Mr. Whitmire and Constable Harkness. Consider and approve 1, hardware peripherals and components. 2, GETAC 15.6-inch rugged laptops. 2, vehicle dock with tri-pass through power supply, mounting bracket, and screen support. 2, GETAC, I don't know how you say that, vehicle adapter, 3-year warranty, total of $7,071.91 to be paid from the JP Technology Fund.
This is not allowed from the JP Technology Fund.
It's not allowed. Okay. Okay, so we'll need to find another source if it's possible. Okay.
Make a motion, take no action.
I'll second it.
Got a motion from Bruce. Second from Gerald.
And
to take no action. I'm sure we'll get an answer back and
And-
where to look for the.
And when they come up with where that will come from, we'll just put it back on court with that different payment source.
Yeah, that's why I'm taking no actions.
I like it.
Cancel it.
Okay. All right, got a motion second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor say aye. Aye. Right, okay. Likewise, nays. That motion does carry. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 8-8 from Linebarger, consider and approve resale tax bids requested by Mike Fielder as follows. Number 1 from D. Gerza, bid number 46828 for $15,000. You'll have the opportunity to look these over.
Yeah, I talked with Linebarger and I looked at this because it was 12 acres of land. I thought it was a little bit low, but actually they probably didn't even need to bring it before us because of the amount. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Please come on up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Commissioners, Judge. I don't want to interject if I don't need to, but I will explain that, yes, this is a bid of $15,000. And so for the tax code, if it is a bid that is equal to the lesser of the adjudged value or the taxes and cost, which this is over the lesser of that because the value is quite low, it really does not require a vote. However, you can discuss it amongst yourselves and you can decide whether you like the bid or not, and essentially do an informal, we don't really like it, we can let Mr. Fielder know. They can still go forward on it though, simply because the code allows for that.
Mhm.
It looks like a fairly decent bid. 15,000 gives 40% recovery. So again, it's been in trust for since 2022 meeting.
Yeah.
It hasn't been making any money for the county, and so you may want to consider that as well.
Your documentation had the owner was deceased.
Yes.
And so the question I have though is it's 12 acres, but it says undivided interest of 25%.
25%.
What is exactly does this mean? That
It means there's 3 other people that have interest in this property, making it 100%.
I understand.
And
So
it could be anywhere on that 12 acres of land.
So So the buyer
Yeah.
is buying an undivided interest?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely.
Done every day.
This is how they are a lot of times.
I can't wrap my head around that.
Right.
Yeah, it happens
They
all
go in
the time.
there and do what they need to do. That's just how these are a lot of times.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fairly common.
All right.
We see it all the time in our tax.
I'll go ahead, since it's on the agenda, I'll go ahead and make the motion to approve.
Thank you.
I'll second it.
Motion from Bruce, second from Greg
Being on the manager.
to approve.
Account for being lower price too.
Thank
Any
you,
further
sir.
discussion?
Nothing further.
Nothing? Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor, say aye.
Uh,
Likewise, nays. That motion does carry. It really is, but the other side of it is, at least the transparency aspect, you've had your say. Thank you, gentlemen. Okay, number 8, 9 from Ms. Soliday. Over in permits and inspections, consider and approve draw request number 14 in the amount of $522,332 and a nickel for the GLO CDBG MITMOD contract 24065-014E171. All the backups attached to the packet for your review. Melinda, which one is this one? Again, just so everybody knows.
This is for the MITMOD, the CDBG MITMOD, the drainage study.
The 21 million.
Yes.
Make a motion to approve.
Motion from Bruce, second from Greg. Any further discussion?
I'm really anxious for this to get in.
I am too.
Deal, so we can actually, the commissioners can go onto this and see where their low drainage problems is and everything else.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 810 from Ms. Soliday, consider and approve LJA Engineering payment request for $522,332 and a nickel for the MITMOD grant number 24065-014E171 attached to the packet. Again, it's the same one we just discussed. We're just requesting the payment now.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion from Bruce, second from Greg. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. Motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 811 from Ms. Soliday, consider and approve LJA Engineering invoice for the City of Hardin wastewater project services in the amount of $2,321.89 using ARPA funds.
How much more do we have on this?
This one is almost done.
Is it?
This
Okay,
one
and
is
then we got,
almost done. They just have some final, we started the final walkthrough. There was a couple spots that they needed fixed, so we stopped the walkthrough and get everything fixed, just minor, some painting on some, just to make everything complete like it's supposed to be. And then we'll do the final walkthrough again, and then we should be finished.
and we have the same little project with Ames also. Yes.
Move that we approve.
Second.
Okay, motion from Greg. Second from Bruce. All, any further discussion? Give me one shot there, Gerald, just in case.
I've seen this one 12 or 14 times now.
Call for a vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. Motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Move on over to, thank you, Melinda. Okay, number 812. I know this is what Lee's been waiting for all week long. Discuss and accept the canvass of the joint primary election on March 3rd, 2026. Lee, you want to explain to us?
Well, everything is on the website, and it is literally this big because all those precinct by precinct numbers are in there. But it is completed, so this puts it into the record books for us, and we will be sending out the individual Democratic and Republican canvases for them to accept this afternoon. And once we do our audit, then we're done with this one. Thank God.
In these little books that you got over here, is there any page in here that designate which precinct is where?
No, probably not. Now it's the same as what we voted on years ago for the, and I can walk them through and tell you exactly which ones are where. Believe me, I have them memorized, but no, I don't think there's, I mean, maybe that's something I need to do in the future is include a map of the voting precincts and the canvas so people will know where one is, Romare, 2, Marcial, et cetera.
That would be helpful. Yeah. You know, a lot of the folks in Dayton they're get a little bit confused about, are they in precinct 1 or precinct 4?
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm about 100 feet in precinct 1.
Yeah.
But I live in Dayton. Yeah.
The voting locations are on the webpage. So if you look at precinct 1, it'll tell you where they're voting, but to see the actual, drawings.
I know where they're at.
We'd have to
I
include
was
a
just
map.
addressing it because I know it's not there.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Yes. It's all there.
But congratulations for not making the news like Newton County did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'll agree.
Well, okay, I'm knocking on wood here because,
Well, I think it was a software issue because
Yeah.
where the discrepancies were, there were state and national figures who got 0 votes, and so they knew that there was some kind of issue. Just looking at the data.
For what it's worth, there were things that didn't go as swimmingly as I'd like, things that we will work on in the future. There is an issue that I'd love to bring up with you guys probably later in the year, which is, can we make some kind of rules and regulations regarding signage around polling locations? That was a particularly big problem this election. But other than things like that, I mean, everything went,
I would
very
support
well.
banning signs at all polling locations myself.
No, I don't mind. I mean, we just need to have some rules like you don't put them around a helicopter pad and try to keep them out of the shrubbery because you damage the water system and things like that. But
But there is rules. They just don't get enforced.
yes.
There's nobody to enforce them.
Well, and then
And-
some of the places like the churches we use and schools we use, they just don't have space for everyone to have 50 signs. So we need to do something to help make it a little easier
I
for
would
them.
just like to remind everyone, the scope of the agenda item is canvassing the elections.
Right.
Okay.
No, they were he was commenting on how the election went. I was just doing a postmortem, but yes, this is just to canvass the election. And all you have to do, you don't have to approve it. You just accept the canvas that we presented.
Make a motion to accept.
Okay, got a motion for Bruce.
Second.
Second Gerald or
Either one.
No matter.
okay, second from Gerald. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion does carry. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 813 from Mr. C, consider and approve soliciting bids for ITB number 2606 for body armor. Harold, what you got?
Okay, the current contract we had ends, I remember exact date, end of this month. There was an extension available on it, but they wanted to increase it 39%. And by law, we can increase the contract by 25%, but not more than that. So we just want to rebid it.
So your recommendation is to accept the redone?
Well, rebid it.
Rebid.
Solicit bids
Okay.
for a new contract.
Okay, new bid. Okay. What say the court?
Motion to approve.
Motion from Bruce. Second from Greg. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor? Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 814 from Ms. Chambers, discuss and approve the payment of the storage room for the county clerk at Liberty Central Storage for a total of $1,566 for 12 months to be paid out of the Liberty County Clerk's Records Management. No problem with that, Angela? Not a bit.
It's a
Make a motion.
renewal.
Yeah.
Make a motion to approve.
Motion from Bruce. Second from David. Further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor? Likewise, nays. Motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 815 from Mr. C, consider and approve payment of invoice number 2020 from DRG Architects LLC in the amount of $201,600 for architectural engineering services related to the development of the new county jail, RFQ number 2512. This is the third payment toward the contracted basic services amount of $8,960,000, leaving a balance of $8,512,000 at this time. Harold, you got anything you want to add to it?
Yeah, the fee structure that y'all approved, if you approve this today, this will complete the pre-planning phase of $448,000, which is 5% of the contract. We're barely getting started.
Yep.
Will we get any kind of conceptual drawing beforehand, or?
I think that's the next phase, the design phase. And yeah, I would assume that we can request that,
Yeah.
that y'all have a chance to look at them when you need to.
I'm anxious and curious.
Yeah, definitely.
I
Make a
think,
motion to approve.
I think that's absolutely part of the deal.
Okay, we have a motion from Bruce, second from Greg. Any further discussion? I got one question. Sheriff, have y'all gone to look at any jails that these particular architects have designed?
We have not looked at any we have not looked at any designs. I have not. They just look at you.
Y'all plan to?
We're in the beginning infant steps. We've sat and gone over about how many square feet we need for this, that, cells and everything. They got the drawings or the square footage of what they need. Now they've got to put it all together.
And at our last meeting, we're currently, this is a two-part process. We have an architect and we're now reviewing our bids for construction managers at risk who kind of work in tandem with our architect. Our architect will design the jail, and then of course the construction manager at risk will build the jail according to the architect's plans. But at our last meeting, we did talk about and discuss potentially going to visit some different facilities that the different CMARs have built. So I do think that's in the works in the near future.
Okay. I'm just still curious about the construction method that they're going to plan to use. And that's going to be a big question. If I can see a price difference in one type of construction method versus another, tilt wall versus CMU, CMU versus poured in place.
Well, what I can say is they're very aware of our budget, and they're doing what they can to stay within that. They're very mindful.
I'd just like to make sure y'all go look at something that these guys have designed and say, yeah, that looks good. It's what you want. Is it going to be direct supervision, indirect supervision? What type is that going to be? Because we're not involved in this side of it.
They were talking about the last meeting of jail is in North Carolina.
Sounds like a road trip to me.
Yep.
You're driving.
We might get you a plane ticket on that, Sheriff. Okay. All right, we have a motion and a second to approve. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen. Number 816 from Ms. McCarty. Consider and approve the partial release of a bond for Blackfin Pipeline in the amount of $300,000 to Road and Bridge Precinct 3 for damages caused by contrast, the continued use of county roadways. Sound good to you, Dave?
Sounds real good.
What do you want to do?
So just a little background. In 2024, there was a road use agreement done. It covers both Precinct 3 and Precinct 4. Blackfin put up $600,000.
Was it 4 or 2?
4.
Okay.
4.
I know nothing of it.
Okay. Well, great.
It was 2024, so.
Don't mess it up.
I wasn't here.
Yeah.
They have completed, I've talked to Chad Hinkle with Blackfin, and they've completed the Precinct 3 portion. And as stated in that road use agreement, those funds are to go directly to the precincts. It was negotiated as prepayment damages. And of course, the county had to do certain things per the terms of that agreement, like documentation and those types of things. But they are ready to be released from all obligations that are contained in that road use agreement.
Just in precinct 3, not in precinct 4.
Exactly.
And that was a
They are
low
no
bond
longer.
to start with.
Yeah.
I mean, real low bond, so. they need to look at
Well,
that.
and it wasn't a bond, it was a road use agreement.
Yeah.
And this is only for the precinct 3 portion. And they're still not complete with the remainder of the project.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve.
Can I verify the language then, please? So we're not releasing a bond, we're releasing funds that
We're
were being held?
releasing, yes, releasing funds.
So it's not really a bond, it's releasing.
No, it's not a
funds.
bond.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Made a motion.
Motion from Bruce,
Second.
second from Greg. I know I'm not going to hear a word out of David, but I'll ask for discussion just in case.
Well, you can bet I'm going to be bending David's ear and Mr. Hardy's ear.
Yeah.
And again, and it's good to know, because when you're riding the roads for the first time January a year ago, and you see a pipeline out there working, and you don't have any knowledge of why it's there.
Yeah.
This might make sense and might not.
Sure.
I'm not saying it was these folks. I'm just saying that there's a lot of activity across the county, and I will certainly do due diligence to try to secure what we can from precinct 4.
Okay. So motion from Bruce, second from Greg, and hearing no further discussion, we'll call for vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion passes, and David, you get your money.
Get my nickel.
Okay. Item number 817 is an executive session item. It will be consider and approve notice and order closing County Road 2427E to commercial vehicle traffic. So I'm gonna have to ask y'all to move into executive session under the pursuant to section 551.071 local government code. And at this time, I will ask you to make a motion in a second, and we'll vote to move into executive session.
Make a motion to go in executive session.
Motion for Bruce,
Yeah, right.
second from Gerald.
No.
David.
You too. Thank
It's
you.
okay.
Yeah.
And I'll
All
see you
right.
tomorrow.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. Okay. It's now 10:28.
I'm gonna do
We're recording, Your Honor.
All right. All right, it's 11:02. We're out of a executive session back into regular session. And item number 17, the county attorney's office, consider and approve notice to order closing County Road 2427E to commercial vehicle traffic. And that is the question. What say the court?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion from Bruce, second from Greg. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right, got a motion to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And we are
I
adjourned.
didn't get the second, who seconded?
David.
David, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody.
All right.
They almost had